I'm delighted this morning to be with David Lawrence from Fonn Construction. David, you're going to be presenting on the 15th of December. It's a morning meet. It's my final event of the year. So close to Christmas. In fact, is 10 days to go before the big day itself. Of course, the big day for many of you will be the 15th of December. David, that you're going to be joining that particular day with another David, almost called it David Day. David Sanderman from Essential Information Group, EIG. Delighted we've got Susie Carter, focus on commercial, background in commercial for the last 25 plus years, and Manish Katara from Invest Like a Pro. David, you're new to my events. Really delighted to have Fonn as a sponsor as well. Do you want to just explain to the listeners a little bit about your presentation and also about Fonn as well? Fonn.
Sure. Fonn is a Norwegian god, I think, perhaps the god of project management. I'm not totally sure. Fonn's all about technology in construction and the way that technology can benefit construction businesses. I think it's widely known that construction lags behind every other industry on the planet in terms of tech adoption and the way that they embrace new ways of working. That sometimes people think that the way that they've worked for previous years is exactly how they should continue to operate. Fonn provide an all-in-one cloud-based solution for managing your projects. So we track things like your snag issues, RFIs, drawing submittals. We can share drawings itself and documents through the platform as well. And we can do that with external parties, subcontractors, clients, whoever you need to be, and then obviously your own internal team as well. So the system's all cloud-based. It works on a multitude of different platforms, iOS, Android apps. It works offline as well. So if your team happens to be working below ground or out in the sticks, the software won't let you down, basically.
That's really useful, I would say. Not just the fact it's on iOS and Android, but also in terms of access to internet, because it's not always possible, as you say, potentially being underground or sometimes even depending where you are in London. There are some dead spots in London still with being on ground level. So in terms of your presentation on the 15th of December is focused on how technology, including Fonn, can help in terms of construction, in terms of efficiency as well, because every day on site extra is a lost day's revenue. So look, for the listeners out there, they've may not come across yourself before. Do you want to just explain how you got involved with Fonn and what you did before Fonn as well?
Yeah, sure. So I was in construction for nearly 20 years, site engineer, civil engineer, mostly for concrete frame contractors. Did 6 years with Lango O'Rourke, which is why I'm starting to lose my hair, because they work you really hard there. I used a variety of different technical solutions in that position, and none of them were fantastic. They were either priced at people like Lango O'Rourke's or the top 10 contractors in the UK, or they were just so complex to use that the guys on the ground didn't have a chance, So about 7 years ago, I set up my own tech startup looking to solve that problem. We addressed the SME market because I still believe that that's a untapped market, and a lot of the big software companies don't consider the SME market to be worth their while. And then I joined Fonn at the beginning of the year. Fonn's vision is exactly aligned with where I think the industry needs to be. They've got a product that works really well. It's aimed at the SME market, or at least it's suitable for the SME market in the way that we price our products. We provide like unlimited users, unlimited data, unlimited projects for one fixed monthly fee, which I think a lot of our clients like. There's no sort of plucking numbers out of the air and quoting clients like £1 million a year to sign up to some American software that doesn't really work well for their business. That's sort of my story in terms of where I came from and where I would like to see the construction industry be.
David, so for the listeners out there, it's the 15th of December. It's a morning event, kicks off at 9:30 a.m. Delighted we've got Jack Jiggins of EXP Property who will be joining us. Some people may have questions about who Fonn is suitable for, what scale. You say it's SME, is it S or is it more the M? And we can address those questions on the day. What were you going to say on that particular point?
Yeah, sure. So, like I say, we've got a really good pricing model with the way that Fonn works. So we can work with the smallest of the S's and the biggest of the M's. But you know, I think Fonn's bread and butter is house builders, 1 to 2, 3 units, up to 50 units. That's where Fonn has the majority of its client base. That's the market that we know incredibly well. You know, anybody that's doing sort of sub 50 million turnover is definitely our sort of wheelhouse. We've got a few clients that exceed that as well. But we understand, I particularly understand clients' needs at the lower end in terms of what they want. They want the earth and they want it for a good price as well. And Fonn are able to deliver on that with the functionality and the implementation that we do with our product.
So David, how can people find out more about Fonn? Of course, join us on the 15th of
Yeah.
December, but what's the best website for them? And what's the best way for them to connect with you as well, in case they can't come on the 15th of
Yeah, sure.
December?
So our website is www.fonn.io, and you'll find all the information there. We've also got a number of videos on YouTube. If you just search for Fonn, so that's Fonn. Or you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I've got nearly 5,000 connections on there, and I spend far too long of my day speaking to people on LinkedIn, helping them with their issues and questions that they have already. And yeah, join on the 15th, really. See more of what Fonn can do.
As I say, 15th of December, it's an action-packed morning. It's the last property brunch of the year, as I say. So, David, massive thanks for being on board. Massive thanks for Fonn being a sponsor of the monthly events. And massive thanks for Fonn being involved in my events in 2021 as well, going forward. So, David, I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to seeing yourself as well. Thank you.